Anyway, I done ran out of space on my goddamn phone and I just told a story. So I'm here so I could go live and they can't delete my shit when I'm finished. I'm sharing that my husband's Jeep got caught up in a trafficking jam during a Toro rental on the 24th of August, I believe. And we have not been able to get our Jeep back since the 24th of August. And Toro's been dragging their feet, and I have no idea why they're dragging their feet. And I was just like, I don't care if it is a failure on my husband's side or if it's a failure on Toro's side. I know every time that my husband calls to check on the status of his Jeep, he is speaking to an entry-level employee who takes him through the exact same thing that the previous employee took him through. And I'm sitting here watching my husband go in the loop with these people. And the reason why this message was so important for me to deliver was because I have viewed allowing my husband to handle his own business independently as allowing my husband to fail. And I really wanted to get on here and discuss that with you guys, because why is it considered allowing your husband to do something independently of you as a failure? Like, I asked her to turn that damn thing down, and now she got the goddamn trumpets on full blast in the background. That's just stupid. These kids just be doing dumbass shit, and it gets on my nerves. But I wanted I just don't understand what's going on with this Toro. But the point was, why is my husband handling... Please shut my door. Yeah, you can have it. Why is my husband handling his business independent of me considered sitting by and watching my husband fail? Because I believe that my way is better than his way. I believe that my way is more effective. We look at our husbands and we're just like, man, you're useless. Well, they're useless because we never allow them to do anything. How are they going to learn if they don't experience anything? So it is our jobs to not sit by and watch our spouses fail, but it is our job to sit by and allow our spouses to have experiences that they may be experiencing for the very first time. We are allowing our husbands to spread their wings and believe in themselves, because right, with every success, every win comes confidence. If your man is struggling with confidence, consider how many things you allow him to do on his own. And he may even be in a position where he's forcing you into submission. Yes, it's a force. I don't care if she agreed, it's a force. If he's forcing you into a type of submission to where you're his do everything for me. And so if it's one of those type of situations, then he's not doing anything. He's not gaining any confidence. He's not gaining any independence. And that's why you're forced in submission, because he was like, the only way I'm going to survive this life is if I force somebody to do for me. So that's why he attached so strongly to submission, because submission, that's powerful, right? And so he attached to submission because in his weakness and his inability to provide and do for himself, he has attached to something that makes him feel powerful in his weakness. Boom. That's where you get these weak-ass submission, do as I say, mindless, maid type situation. Hey, Mad Mix. So that is just an expression of weakness. That's what submission is, the way that it's largely expected to be. But I got on here because Toro's like, well, we can't fully reimburse you because of all, I don't know. I'm not having the conversations for my husband. My husband's having the conversations, and I'm not asking too many questions because it's his business to handle. And I know that if he shares the ins and outs of what he's dealing with, I will judge him. I will tell him how I would do it. I would take away his ability to handle this situation and have his own success. And by inserting myself, I am now putting myself in a position to where I can always say, well, I helped you do this, and I helped you do this, and I helped you do this. Why? Because my little tentacles are in everything. My hands are in everything. And slowly, I was feeling lazy, y'all. My family calls me lazy. They just can't appreciate my liberation. But slowly, I've been removing my tentacles. And that's what this collective is. I'll get back to Toro because I got a problem with you, Toro. Ain't no reason why a month later and we still ain't got our goddamn Jeep back. But I slowly been removing my tentacles from my family, and I'm not doing nothing for nobody. I am just doing me 99% of the day. I pop in, see what the fuck is going on, refill my SisterSupport tumbler, available at LonnieTaylorArt.com, with my dandelion tea that Von Treese got me on because, you know, I have frequent UTIs and I'm not going to be on antibiotics. They ain't going to kill my liver so I got my dandelion tea. We going natural. I appreciate our community. But I slowly am feeling secure enough in what we have created here to remove my tentacles from my family. But in removing my tentacles, it's not a I told you so. That's on the negative. We remove ourselves and our support. You call it support, I call them tentacles. We forcefully remove our support from our children because we want to have those aha, I told you so, you wasn't ready moments. Not all of us, but some of us. Let's keep it G. Why are we looking at our kids so we can have aha, I told you so moments? That's love to us. That's because that's the love that was taught to us. And we have to acknowledge that we're replicating that within our children. Because if your child makes any decision against what you have advised them, you're like, nah, you don't figure it out on your own. That you immediately, and this is a temper tantrum, you immediately remove support. All right, find out on your own. And then when your kid goes out there and bumps their head, one side of you has some sort of satisfaction, but the other side of you is still a mother. So you got to be like, oh, but I told you that was going to happen when I got essayed. You know what my mama said to me? She said, I told you not to go. That's what the fuck you get. Yeah, my mom told me that's what the fuck you get. Told you not to go. I was like, yo, I have never experienced a mother. I'm not a mother, even though my mom swore I had a secret baby somewhere because I have that dark line that you get apparently after you have a baby. I've had it my whole life, and she was like, where's your baby at? Bitch, where your baby at? That was a bad joke, but anyway, at least that was my kind of apology. I am not evolved enough to say that I would not tell that joke, but I am evolved enough to say that that was a bad joke, but it was a good joke. Don't question my mothering abilities when you are failing tragically as a mother. That was the root of the joke. Therefore, I feel justified in giving the joke. You see how I self-check myself, but I still justify. And if I could justify it, then I'm going to keep the behavior. But until I can stop justifying a particular behavior, then I'll stop doing it. And I discovered anchor points when I was talking about gossiping. People will repeat your business as long as your business doesn't reach them. And we give topical things. But we don't understand when we give topical things, we are giving people things to run off with. Because there's no attachment to them. But first of all, we ain't got to worry about that if we're surrounding ourselves with people who vibrate and respect us at the level that we need to be respected, which means we vet them on the front end, not the back end. We don't bond over one thing in common and then try to force this person to be 5 or 10 things for us. No, bitch, you're only good at one, so that's the one thing I expect from you. Don't expect the other 9 things from me because you're not capable and you need to receive that. You ain't got to say that, but you got to know that. And while you're vetting people, you're looking for people who are capable to be all 10 things, because it is possible. It is possible to align with someone so powerful that they hold all of the qualities that you value. It is possible. It is also possible to align yourself with people who have that potential, which means you're teaching them. I've learned so much from all of you. You have your own independent struggles. I have my own independent struggles. They look different, but they're the same. So wherever you're at that level and I'm at that level, then I can help you and teach you. No, we are not trauma bonding. There is no anchor point in trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is, I'm having issues in the bedroom with my man. Yeah, me too. That sucks. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk to our non-mutual friend, or sometimes our mutual friend, and I'm going to talk about you and say, so-and-so is having issues in the bedroom, but I'm not going to say that I'm also experiencing it. Because I got to tell somebody else's business. Because I want to see the reaction I would get if I said something about somebody having issues in the bedroom. I could talk about me through her. That's why I'm telling her business. And I get to see how you're going to respond. If you respond positively, good. If you respond negatively, then boom, happy it wasn't about me. That's why y'all motherfuckers out here gossiping. But then there's the anchor point. Man, me and my husband, we're not having sex because, he doesn't treat me right. He doesn't talk to me right, and that, those of us who know about foreplay starts the older you get, a week before. Nigga, you better start revving my engine up a whole week before you want to have sex. But what I'm saying is, a woman has to mentally be there to be willing to give her body to you. I know when I'm having sex, I'm tight. My muscles are tight. And as I get into it, my body relaxes into it. So where my legs was stuck like this, them bitches is all the way to the back. TMI for who? Not for me. That's why I'm telling my story. So judge yourself. And so, my flexibility, I get into it. I relax. So if you say, girl, bedroom issues, he's talking to me stupid, I can't even get into it. Like, who can give their body to somebody like that? And I know you feel like you're telling too much. Either don't say shit, or you got to have a connection point. Because that person you're talking to, because you vetted your friends, right? You're going to be like, yeah, sis, either we have had that issue, or I'm experiencing that issue. Or she might be the type that'd be like, oh, really? That's unfortunate, even though she's experiencing it. But the one that you share with, you get to find out that you're not alone, because you're vibrating with people who vibrate at the same frequency that you do. The ones that you share with, almost guaranteed, have experienced something similar, are experiencing something similar, or will experience something similar. Nothing should be taken for granted once you decide to live your life purposefully. So if you are privy to experience a conversation, to see something, to be a part of in whatever capacity, if you are privy to that, it's not an accident. It's very intentional. So please don't take it for granted. So if you're having this conversation and you're giving an anchor point, and now the person can join into the conversation and give their anchor point, and now it has meaning for both of you, and now it's like, I gotta protect this secret because I want my secret protected. And I know what she's going through. I know what he's going through. That's how we go from trauma bonding to building relationship and uplifting each other. That's how we go from gossip points to meaningful, impactful, purposeful conversations. If you out here just telling your business to tell your business, and those who don't understand think that I'm just out here telling my business to tell my business, those are the people that ain't learned nothing from not one of my videos. But those of you who understand that I'm not just out here telling my business to tell my business, understand that I'm helping y'all figure this shit out. The mystery of marriage, the mystery of coupling, the mystery of living in a collective. Do you understand? For 18 years, you can teach your child how to cooperatively live with someone. For 18 years, one of my clients, I'm talking to her and she was just like, it's just me and my son. He's my everything. And I'm using my language. She was like, he's my everything, but I know he's not my everything. And I questioned that because I understand your child is not your spouse. But aside from the romantic feelings and all those Oedipus complex looking ass, how is your child going to learn? I watch Andre Jr. right now, and I'm like, he's learning to be a father. He is running this household. And some will look at it as, oh, he's trying to step on his daddy's toes. No, he is allowed, because we are a cooperative, to learn how to be a father by talking to Michael and Caden and Angel as a father would. Not as a peer, bossy, judgment, but no, as someone who's trying to speak wisdom, by someone who's trying to correct them and redirect them and grow them. That's what a father is. We confusing what a mother and a father is. And so our children are receiving the worst of us and the worst manifestation of what a father and a mother is, and they start yelling at each other and bossing each other around because that's what they have attached to. But with this cooperative and the way that we speak to each other, they're redirecting each other. They're looking out for each other. They're correcting each other. And it's beautiful. And I watched it and I was just like, Andre is getting the opportunity to live out all of his theories, because a man that wants to be a father dreams about being a father and has all these different theories. And man, when I get kids, pay attention to how a man responds to that. Y'all see a kid and one man is like, man, wouldn't be me. And the other man is like, man, when I'm a father. I bet you the wouldn't be me is probably the deadbeats, and the when I'm a father are the ones who out here being fathers. And so I'm just like, yo, I bet you Andre got all these theories on how he's gonna run his house. And right now, hey Fa, how you doing? And right now he's getting the opportunity to practice being a daddy. And it's so beautiful that he has this classroom, that I am free enough to allow him to have this classroom, that Dre is free enough to allow him to have this classroom. Because now Andre Jr. can confidently walk into his own family, having the opportunity to make his missteps within his own family. So he doesn't have to fuck his family up trying to figure out how to be a daddy, modeling what his daddy did. No, he can try everything his daddy did and see it don't work. And now he could try his theories and his things. You want to help your kid bypass, and Fatima, I believe, Fatima, remix any message. Any message you hear from me, remix that shit, because I want to hear your perspective. If we want to bypass the let me try to be my version of my parent, and we all know it's a failure. Until we start parenting correctly, it's going to be a failure. If we could bypass that, it's because we are allowing our children to function in their family as well. So Bailey is able to give her feedback and create her family. Andre is able to give his feedback and create his family. I'm able to give my feedback. Dre's able to give his feedback. Angel's able. Everybody's able to give their feedback. And it's all taken into consideration. And pretty much who's the majority, that's the direction we go in. That's how every decision is made in this house right now. Whoever the majority is, that's the direction we go. And no one is so egotistical and full of themselves that their way matters that much. Shit, as long as we move forward, as long as we're making progress, it don't matter how we get there. And so it's just so beautiful the way that this collective is going. and I see where our family is headed. I was able to have a really good conversation with Andre Jr. He wanted to teach me about communism because it's coming. And I was like, I'm going to let you know that I almost had one of my boyfriends living in a cave because I thought the end of the world was coming in 2000. So don't tell me no nothing. I will trust your knowledge. In some cases, you just got to trust somebody else's knowledge. That's why you surround yourself with trustworthy people. Because if I knew enough information, my crazy ass, and you know how passionate I be about shit, I would have my whole family in the mountains somewhere because communism's coming. So I was like, I trust your knowledge. And he was like, all right, cool. I understand. But we had a really good conversation. I was like, I already planted the seed in your dad's head that he needs to start listening to you. Because when you're right with the right man, you could plant seeds. If you're with the right woman, she's planting the right seeds. So I already planted the seed in Dre's head that he needs to start listening to you, that you are in our home at this moment in our struggle in communication, and you're a good communicator, so he should listen to you. And, you know, Dre, bravado, but seeds planted. I already know what it is. And so when I'm texting Andre back and forth, I'm like, yo, I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting in this room watching the sky fall and not doing nothing about it. I was like, Spirit told me, you're a new Christian. You know God. His Christianity ain't the Christianity we grew up. When he was, you know, moving towards Christ, and I was just like, but 2023 Christianity ain't 1990, early 2000 Christianity. It's a whole new world. These little children who grew up spiritual are now finding Christ. And that's the church today. Those are the young bodies in the pulpit. So it's to us old people, we looking at them like, this motherfucker talking about receiving downloads? Like, this chick sent me this dude that's sitting in the pastor talking about, man, I ain't wrote a sermon in a long time because I've been receiving downloads. I'm like, blasphemy. What world do we live in where a pastor can say he's been receiving downloads? It's crazy. So I can't really turn my nose up at Christianity in 2023. And so as my stepson moves into his walk with Christ, I'm just like, you know, I can still talk this spiritual stuff. It's good. It's beautiful because so many of us are trapped in Christianity. So they can still get a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? And someone like us can talk to them and they'll understand what we're talking about instead of being so closed off. Do you know, I thought I was of the devil because I can read minds. Because I know what people are thinking. And that's probably what my mom was thinking, and that's why she was an addict, trying to drown all that shit out. Talk to spirit, receive downloads. You know how demonic I thought that was? And it's who I am. I'm literally doing the Lord's work. Just because it's not wrapped up in a little religious bow. So my son is able to receive what I'm saying. Like, I'm moving in divinity. I was just like, the way that this world is headed, you gotta make money digitally. He trades, he does Forex. He started a couple years back, but he stuck with it, right? He sits up. I come out here at 7 a.m. to get these kids ready for school. He been up, because when I used to trade, I tried, I failed. I lost $1,000 in a day, and I was like, yeah, this ain't it. Whew, back in the day when I could afford to lose $1,000 in a day. It's coming back. Don't cry for me, Argentina. And so, let me read this. I never cared what someone believed. I talked to them according to their belief system. Yeah. However you rock. Now look, boom. When I was knee-deep in my Christianity, because this is what this is what it was. My cousin was a newly convert Muslim, and I was searching for God, and I chose Christianity because that was the easy choice, And so I told her she going to hell if she don't repent and receive Jesus Christ. She had a grudge with me for a very long time for telling her that. I would too, bitch. I'm going to hell? The fuck out of here. I told you when I believe something, I believe something. That's why you keep that communist shit over there, because I will have these old motherfuckers in here wearing tinfoil hats. Like, I know my limitations. And so, you know, I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? It was good too. It felt good to my soul. I know I forget completely what I be talking about, but how good it made me feel, I know I was talking about something good. I love that I've connected with you because you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, isn't that so refreshing? That's why we sit our ass in front of these cameras making these goddamn videos. Because it's so refreshing to finally talk to people who understand what the fuck we're saying. Because Dre tells me all the time. He's like, I don't even understand what you're saying half the time. I was like, yo, I'm finally waking up to that. Everybody doesn't. We speak a completely different language. And it's weird to know that even though we are all speaking English, yes, I love you back. We are all speaking English, but we are speaking a completely different language, and that's why our platforms aren't blowing up like these other pseudo-spiritual platforms are blowing up. But I'm watching you, sis. I was like, all right, sis, catching up. It's a friendly competition, because I'm just like, we grinding together. You and I are grinding together. I'm like, let me go see what sis over there doing. All right, she coming up. Let's go. Let's go, 12,000. Because trending, if we can watch trending, when you inch up, I inch up. When I inch up, you inch up. So we are inching up together. So I need you to win. That's how you look out for yourself, fellow sis. You can have competition. Boom. I see you. For me to see you as competition, I see you. You inspire me? That's like, sis, whatever you could remix. It ain't, ooh, I was talking about that yesterday. No, we on the same motherfucking frequency, and everything that came out my mouth ain't resonated, but something has, and if it did, put your own motherfucking spin on it. Because I tell you, I'll be listening to you, I'll be like, I ain't never even thought of that. But if I thought of that, okay. And that's inspiration. Do it. I can't teach everybody. You can't teach everybody. You make me know I'm not alone, my God. My God. And that is the beautiful thing about the community. We are communities. There's multiple communities out here that we are building. And we can't run nobody else's race but ours, because we are speaking a language that only a few will hear. That's why numbers can't matter. And when it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow because we're doing the Lord's work. We are waking people up. And as more and more people wake up, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. You're the spiritual Cosbys. I love it. What we gonna do? Cause Dre, we have hit another place of contention, and I'm trying not to respond the same way every time. But I'm just like, dude, we can't do this. I was just like, we have to break this fucking cycle. You butting up against me every time I suggest change. Every fucking time we do this. And every fucking time we do this, I say, we do this every time. Can we stop? But every time we come across, okay, we find out how to talk to each other because, you know, we got to learn our new language. And that's how we could say the exact same thing and people are like, I don't even understand what you're talking about. And you sitting here like I'm saying the same shit I've always said, but I'm not. I can't just look at the pattern on this comforter and just see a pattern on this comforter. No, I have to look at the intricate details of the pattern and why they chose this particular pattern and what were they going through in their life at the time when they did the pattern, even though it was a machine. Who built the machine? That's the way my mind thinks now. I don't think the same way people do. So I can't speak the same way people do, even though we're having the exact same conversations. Yes, dear.
I'm getting some fruit.
Ask the 2 that are in there. I know you guys bypass everybody else because you know that I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to volley back to the 2 people you walked past that you could have asked permission. Go ask Andre or Bailey. They be trying to play me, y'all. They be out here walking past the mean ones and coming to find the nice one so that they could get their way. But I'm on to you, and you ain't playing me no more. Yes. Say hello.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling tired today.
Then go get your fruit. No, go ask for fruit. You are the spiritual Cosby. It's doing it now. It's gonna fly higher. I'm so ready. Men don't understand change like we do. We naturally multitask. But men don't get the same concept of change as we do. Okay. Is it that they can't? And I get biology. Dre is right. This is my experiment. He's like, I'm not one of your patients. I'm not one of your test subjects. And I'm like, well, that's not it, because we created the content. The content didn't create us. But this motherfucker's sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's old me. I apologize. This little guy right here. This little guy right here. I apologize. Once it's out, I can't take it back, but I could apologize for it. This little guy right here is my test subject.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to see if we can create the ideal man. Mm-hmm. But the ideal man is the man that is capable of evolving and changing for the one that is worthy of evolving and changing for.
Well, why do they say 0 out of 10?
Because I ain't got no goddamn gummy bears. No, they're dinosaurs. Somebody told me they're dinosaurs. I don't know what they are, but I can't.
Let me see.
What is it? Is it a dinosaur or a gummy bear?
Look like a gummy bear.
It looks like a gummy bear. Hello, dear. Yeah, but you're fine. I'm on live.
Let's go live. Is
tapping into that his feminine spirit. Yeah, so I believe it's possible. I believe that they're limited because we have raised them limitedly. We're limited. But what if we raise them to be in tap with everything? You know, and it's beautiful that they have the yin and the yang, or whichever one's the nice one and the other one. You know, because he was like, something happened with Michael, and Michael was talking about how he talked it out. You know. And Dre was like, what happens when the person doesn't want to talk it out? What's he going to do then? And I was like, that's why you teach him how to fight. I teach him.
Because like, do you remember I punched you so super hard?
Yes,
it did hurt.
Yes, it did hurt.
Yep.
You don't have to demonstrate.
I was pretending only.
Okay, well, I didn't know if, because in the past you would have hit me, so nice upgrade. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to teach them how to respond in love. You teach them how to respond the way that they need to respond. Because my husband is the one that used to dodge bullets. Every time he go back to Gary, he like, that's the phone pole, that the bullet hit the phone pole instead of my head.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, that's who's raising the other side. If he will open up to raise them, which he is. Y'all saw them all working out in the backyard. That was so beautiful. You know, I can't wait till we have cameras on us all the time. Because y'all miss some beautiful, beautiful content. Love is also defending with no harmful intent. I get it. Yeah, you know, so he gotta do his part and I gotta do my part. I'm not trying to tell my sons to be pussies, but they don't have to be out here trying to get themselves killed every second to prove that they're not. And I just think about Prince Harry. Yes, you need a reality show, I'm telling you. I think about Prince Harry. And I'm like, I'm sure he considers himself a man.
Mom, I forgot to...
That's the redhead one. That motherfucker was sexy in his day. He's turning into a dad now, but in his day, that's the Prince Harry I am remembering. And I'm sure he considered himself a man at the time. Still. I'm just thinking about that Prince Harry. But anyway, he's not out here walking out with his chest all puffed out. I'm a man, holding his talking about, but y'all wish a motherfucker would. He ain't out here trying to get himself killed every second. That nigga can fence. That nigga can shoot. That nigga went to the military, got out, and still went and did princely shit. And the nigga grew up a prince. Y'all nigga grow up you and don't even want to go serve your country. This nigga went to the military voluntarily. I don't care if the nigga was in I can't say it anymore either.
Can I say that? NIGG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a at the end of the word. If you gonna spell it, spell it. A. Like if you gonna check me right.
You can't say the. Wait, I forgot to.
Hey, Pat. I'm so sick of this boy limiting my vocabulary. I can't cuss no more. And it is bothering my soul because it is so much a part of me. I'm slowly allowing it to worm into me to value his values, but I have valued profanity for so long. This goddamn collective. I love it though, but I have no control. I had to puff my chest up and turn into old mom to get her to damn turn the music off.
Mom's picture day next week.
I know. It's a scam. I got a camera. I could take your pictures in your school uniform.
Yeah.
A scam.
Yeah.
How'd you do on your spelling test?
I don't want to buy it. Yeah.
I will buy a cake. Yeah. I will go with you to school. What is your name? Our cat is very fat. Oh, it's fat this week. It was ugly last week, so I don't know if this is an upgrade or not. I see little cab. Who is a cab? I see little cab. What is this? It's supposed to be cab?
No, it's supposed to be cab.
Cab?
Yeah.
It's a little cab?
Yeah.
Like a small little, like a toy?
Yeah, a cab.
Okay, I see there should be an A right there.
I didn't put it there.
I know you didn't put an A there. I'm trying to tell you how to properly write the sentence next time. The balloon went up in the sky. That is a nice sentence. Where did that sentence come from? You better come through with the A, awesome. Are you good student? You forgot another A. Are you a good student? But you came through with the question mark. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. High five. Boom. Yes.
I accidentally got rip it out in one of the papers.
I need to see the beautiful. Y'all, did he tell y'all you know how to spell beautiful? Tell him you know how to spell beautiful, baby.
BEAUTIFUL.
Boom. Tell him you know how to spell change.
CHANGED.
Boom. All right. Tell him you know how to spell
paddled.
PADDLED. You know how I taught him how to spell, y'all?
How to spell find is FIND.
Yes. I taught him how to spell because I was like BIAUTIFUL. I want you to sing it with me. BE. I spelled it wrong myself. I can't spell y'all BE. That's why I was like BI. BEAUTIFUL. And then we go CHANGED. Boom. And that's how I taught him how to remember longer words. He made it a song. Free game, baby. Free game.
BUY. How to spell sit. How to spell red.
So anyway, I forgot I was talking about.
How to spell pig is PIG. How to spell fit is FIT. How to spell little is LITTLE. How to spell sit is SIT. How to spell did.
It's not about forcing your kid to value education. It's about making education their life. He's been learning his entire life. Yeah.
I did.
Oh, there's 2 dids. My goodness. It's just natural for him to make the connection. So when I tell him, yo, all life is just a series of connections. And if you pay attention, you could connect all the dots and figure this shit out. He's been doing that since birth. He's doing it intentionally now, but he's been doing that since birth. So it's not about forcing your kid. And I was saying to another mother, I was telling another mother today, I was like, man, I ain't had to help a kid with homework. I want to say since Bailey was in elementary school. She graduated last year. She made honor roll one of those years. Because you're already, you ain't got to go in for the jugular. You know my hands hurt.
I did know.
You do know.
I smell it.
They hurt every day.
I can smell the fear out of you, Mom.
It ain't fear. It's pain. And it's oozing from my wrist.
I mean, I smell the pain out of you.
Let me be great.
People love my
Angel is an astute student. She loves to learn. Michael went from fighting me to read to, I want to read this page. He don't even want to share his reading with me no more. And it's like, one thing I did do right was learning has been life. Dude, totally unnecessary. Go get some business.
Nothing. My nose is not stuff here.
I know, you're doing it on purpose.
I want to tell you guys something. I have to go to the principal's office. Why?
Oh, yeah, he went to the principal. You tell him the story. I got to go to the bathroom.
I have to go to the principal's office in school because I cut somebody's hair. Yeah, I cut somebody's hair. And I don't even want to cut people's hair, but I didn't. Why? When someone say, "Oh no," why did you just laugh? Don't mean you just laugh. You don't laugh. You only. Okay, we have to stop this.
You telling the story?
Yes.
Did they tell you to stop cutting people's hair? Don't move over.
No, they didn't.
Well, they need to tell you to stop cutting people's hair, because now you're going to get me beef with somebody's mama, and I don't want no problem with nobody's mama.
They'll just yeet me
It is. It's bigger than a yeet. I don't know what a yeet is, but I don't think it's going to stop there. How did you just move my thing? I'm sorry for the crock shot.
Because I'm strong.
You are strong. Now go on, mind your business. You got to talk the whole time I was in the bathroom. I was watching this thing with the white people. You know how the white people so dirty videos that they be showing it. I'm not trying to be rude. Them the videos.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dear. I love you. Clean this up, please. Don't leave this like this.
Are you going to buy a book?
No, that's another scam. We could go on Amazon and get you a book.
We can get my favorite book.
Talk to your daddy about that. He's Mr. Moneybags. In a former life, in a future life, in a present life, speaking into existence.
Oh, hey, Mommy.
Anyway, the white people dirty soul thing, whatever. It was a compilation of them talking about how they don't wash their hands after they use the bathroom, and they'll like run out of the bathroom really quick so nobody knows it was them, or like they do all these different things. They turn the water on. Let me be great. They turn the water on and pretend that they wash their hands, just so like all the psychological stuff they do to pretend they wash their hands when they could just really wash their hands is like crazy.
Yeah. No washing your hands.
It's almost like an act of defiance. It is dirty. Good job. See, my son knows not washing your hands is dirty.
When you touch people,
I know. What happens?
You'll be sick.
Oh my God.
If you touch pencils and people will touch your pencil, you'll be sick.
Oh my God. So definitely wash your hands, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mine.
Young Collective. Got dinner served. I like this collective shit when I benefit from it, right?
Come in the April.
When they don't listen, I don't like that shit. When I give me Like, I think that's sushi.
It's not sushi.
That's sushi.
It's not sushi. Bacon.
I'm not gonna go as far and say, Bailey, roll me some goddamn sushi.
Hey, Mom, guess what? You're bacon.
But I got some sushi.
Mom, you're bacon.
Can you please?
Seriously, you're a bacon.
I receive on bacon. Now, can you please stop repeating it because I'm trying to talk?
I'm like, I have to go pee in the bathroom.
Anyway, it's almost like an act of defiance. Ooh, it might even be a form of racism because look at how they play it. They play it. White people's cleanliness is measured against whose cleanliness? Not anybody else's cleanliness. Measured against black people's cleanliness. So a form of their defiance isn't only against cleanliness because they're thinking about it. If it wasn't your bag, you just don't do it. Motherfuckers who don't wash their hands don't think about pretending they wash their hands. But for you to sit here and to pretend that you washed your hands, this is an act of defiance. But whose are you defying? This makes sense. Like, this is the shit I think about. Other people don't think about this stuff, but I'm like, this is deeper than you just not washing your hands. Because if I don't wash my hands, bitch, I don't wash my hands. You wash your hands, good for you. Hope you enjoy that. You know, but for them to do all that extra stuff, there's something deeper going on there. It's not my life to diagnose, so I'm going to mind my business. And what else was I talking about? What was we talking about? Goddamn Turo holding our Jeep hostage because it got caught up in a trafficking accident because somebody rented it out and got caught in a trafficking accident. Like, God has immobilized us to the point that it's just, I've seen him pop in and out at work. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Michael is Bailey. Caden is Angel. Angel's like, can I cook dinner? Everybody's like, no. Ain't nobody eating nothing Angel cooked. Even I know that. Oh, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. But like I said, it's an act of defiance. But is it an FU to the black people? Like, this is my little micro of racism. Where I could be like, hey, I'm not doing something you want me to do. You can't roll me, darky. You know, is it that type of act of defiance going on? I don't know. But it's something.
Mom, is this how you whistle?
No.
How you whistle then?
I don't know how to teach you how to whistle. I'm not a good whistler. You put your tongue in the middle of your mouth. You see how I went from I don't know to let me try to figure out how to whistle so I could explain it to him? Because I might be the person to teach him how to whistle. So you put your tongue in the middle of your mouth and blow. Your kid's gonna challenge you if you let them. And I'm like, okay, if everybody else could whistle, damn it, I can figure this shit out too. It cannot be that hard. It cannot be that hard to whistle. Hold on. I am trying to whistle because I will not be defeated by a whistle is hilarious. I really ain't quitting on myself anymore. I can't either. I have never been able to whistle. That is about as good as it gets. I'm so jealous of people that just like I'm like jealous. Like people who could beatbox, like that's freaking amazing. I'm just like, me too. I mean, I know I got my gifts of the spirits, but I want yours too. He thought it was gonna be a funny haha moment with Dad when he told him he cut some hair because Mom didn't get in his ass. Oh, but they favor me, so I'm making them soft so I always need to redirect. It needs to be a nice little volley where I redirect the Dre so they get the because his ain't what it used to be. Like, he used to go hard on these kids for no reason and just say that, me too. You know, but after I stopped doing it, I could hear him doing it. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I talk to my kids like that. All in the name of discipline. But now our discipline is more of a pep talk now. I'm sorry I'm eating, y'all. I haven't eaten all day. And I know eating on camera is rude, but I'm hungry. He said his mommy and his daddy's gonna be mad. He's planting the seeds that families have moms and dads. I said, I gotta deal with his mama. I'm planting contradictory seeds. Plant the seeds in your child's head that you want them to receive. Do you want them to receive the seed that family is just one parent? Or do you want them to receive the seed that a family is a mom and a dad? However you rock and what you want for your lineage, that's the answer. But it's not that you're not planting a seed, because you are. I'm eating too, do you? Thank you. Tell them to use your voice. Say it with your chest. You made a decision. Stand by your decision. That's right. I used to be embarrassed when he would be yelling at the kids in the background of my videos. I was like, oh, Lord, I can't let these people hear how he be talking to these kids, and I'm the healthy family advocate. I branded myself that. I'm out here advocating for the health of families, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert by any means. It just means I'm willing to fail in front of you guys. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to say, let's try to fix this. And I chose to be the person. Ooh, he beating asses now. I have to pause my live. It's getting too real in the background. Yeah, I'm eating too. Even when you don't think you're planting a seed, always, everything. We are always planting seeds in our children's heads. So you gotta be careful what we say. We gotta be careful with everything. And that's what Dre's fighting. She's like, I gotta think before I speak to a kid. Yeah, you do. It happens. We are all still learning. We are. I just woke up in February, y'all. And my daughter been on my head for years. Bailey, the way you talk to the kids is messed up. The way that you treat the kids is messed up. You know, I never received it. Like, I knew, but I didn't know anything else. And so, I just woke up in February. I'm still learning. I just posted a video from June. It may not even be as old as June. But I just posted a video where it might be because he wants to be you. He said he cut the little boy's hair because he wants to be Dre. And he's like, you can't give me that reason again. Well, but what if that's his reason? Why are we forcing our kids to lie to us? Nah, it's got to be something more sinister than this boy gonna keep cutting motherfuckers' hair until he figure out how to do you. So you might as well teach him how to do it, so you can make money off this shit. But if I say that to Dre, then he's gonna say that I can't do nothing right. You always challenging me, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, could it just be that your son wants to be you? He wants to be you in every fucking aspect. Can it be that he wants to be you and he's out here cutting hair, and he's going to keep cutting hair, and he's going to keep telling you his truth, and you're going to keep telling him it cannot be that. So you're almost pushing him to lie to you because he don't want to be punished again. So let me just make up a lie, because even that's not even going to be. Yeah. Anyway, he got to do the squats. He in the squat game right now, y'all. He doing the squats and the arms are out at the same time. He getting the punishment. The same stuff he does for fun on the back porch with his dad because they're working out is a punishment. You see how every moment can be a teachable growth opportunity? You think my son got them little guns that he's showing in the little workout video? You think he got them guns because, he like to play? No, he got them guns because instead of spanking our kids, go and do them jumping jacks real quick. Go and do them push-ups. Hold your arms out. Go and get that wall squat. Now, we ain't torturing our kids, but would you rather we beat on them? Or have them better themselves? Have them copy pages out of the dictionary? Have them write a book? Have them do something that betters themselves for a punishment? Like, I think that's a good look. We're like, oh no, that's not enough. That's a luxury. No. There is no punishment. You have no time to waste with your child. If you're taking their phone, it's because they need introspection time. So it does not stop with I'm taking your phone. It's I'm taking your phone so that you can use this time to do this. Because the way that you're acting is not conducive with someone who knows what they're out here doing. So let's get some work done. Usually you get to work when you want to work, and it's passive teaching, it's passive growing. Everything that comes out of my mouth, I'm teaching. Pisses my family off. I don't care. I'm not going to miss a second. You take me for granted. What if I'm not here tomorrow? You going to miss my teaching? Or will you be so full of me that even the dots I haven't connected for you, because I've been teaching you how to connect the dots since you were a child, you can start connecting them for yourself. And I've started weaning Bailey off of me. Bailey was like, everything you tell me, I already know. I was like, I know because I've taught you. So how about I'm going to start weaning you? Oh, Dre's draying. Y'all about to hear something you're not supposed to. Don't call CPS. I might have to let y'all go. Ugh.